Hello students, today is 28th May 2020 and this is your page number 1 of today's class. In my last class, I have finished a formation of a joint stock company. It means how can the company has been formed. Okay, in this I have completed the subscription of capital and commencement of business heading under the public limited company. Okay. Today I want to tell about that how which type of the documents has been required to form a company. So look here carefully and listen also. So your topic is documents required to be submitted in the process of company formation. It means which type of the documents has been required at the time of the formation of the company. Listen carefully. First main document is memorandum of association. Memorandum of association. It is also called in short form MOA. Memorandum of association, MOA. Okay, and it is also called the doctrine of outdoor management. Doctrine of outdoor management. Okay, listen carefully. Memorandum of association is a principal document. Okay, and it has been required for both type of the company, either that company is related from the private company or public company. Okay, so in the memorandum of association it has been mentioned the different clauses. Okay, so look here. Firstly, memorandum of association is a principal mean main. Okay, principal document for both private and public limited company. Public limited companies which states objectives, comma, scope of operations and relationships between company and its stakeholders. ओके, इट मीन्स मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन ये बताता है कि कंपनी और उसके स्टेक होल्डर्स में क्या रिलेशन है. ठीक है, उनके ऑपरेशन का क्या स्कोप रहेगा, उनके क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं. हियर व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द स्टेक होल्डर? सो लिसन केयरफुली. स्टेक होल्डर आर कॉल्ड द आउटसाइडर्स एज लाइक इन्वेस्टर्स, एम्प्लॉइज, creditors. So they have the interest in the business. So that type of the person who have any benefits from the business, so that type of the person is called stakeholders, because investors invest their amount in the business as a capital, as a loan. So if the condition of the business is good, if the process of the business, if the running process of the business model is good, so it will be provide the advantages to the investors. Okay, and in another way, another point is also called stakeholder, is also called employees, because employees is the part of the organization, but that employees can take part in the work of the business, work of the companies, if the company will grow, if the company will get the advantages, get the profit, or get their goal. So the employees will also get the promotions and their salary will be also increased. So that type of the persons, the employees, is also relates from the stakeholders. Third thing, I have also told to you, creditors. Who is creditors? From whom you have purchased goods on credit. Okay, so that type of the persons is called creditors. So when any person has sold out the goods to your company on credit, so at that time that person want to know the position of the company. It means their goods, their payment is secure in the companies. Okay, so at that time these persons know about the conditions. So that is the MO is the principal document or main document of the private and public companies. Okay, so listen, clauses in the memorandum of association. What are the clauses? So look here, clauses in the memorandum of association. First clause is called name clause. Name clause. Name clause means contain the name of a company which has been approved by the registrar of the company. It means at the time of the establishment of the company, the name that has been decided by the board of directors of the company, it will be also mentioned in the memorandum of association. Okay, at the time of the submission of the documents, memorandum of association is also mandatory document to submit in the registrar office. So in the memorandum of the association documents, it will be also mandatory the name of the company to the registrar of the company. So here you can also write contains the name of a company which has been approved by the registrar of the company. Means the name of the company has been also approved from the registrar of companies. Clear? Second point is called registered office clause. Second point is registered office clause. It means where will be the registered office that of that type of the company, of that type of the registered company. So in that clause, the registered office will be also mentioned. Okay, it means in the memorandum of association it is mandatory to mention where the company has established their registered office. Okay, so you can also write it here, contains information about the state in which company is registered and the complete address of the registered office of the company. It means complete address होना चाहिए memorandum of association में at the time of the registration of the company. Okay, now students, this is your page number 2 of today's class. Third clause is called object clause. Object clause. It means why the company has been established, what is the main objective, what is the aim of the company. Okay, so that object, which type of the business that company has formed, so the main purpose, the main object or the activities of the company will also mention in the memorandum of association. Okay, so you will write it here, contains the main purpose for which company is formed. It may also state business activities other than main activities. It means objective or purpose will be also mentioned. It is also mandatory mention in the memorandum of association. Fourth clause is liability clause. Listen, in the liability clause, it shows the liability of the members of the company. So here you will write it here. It states that the liability of the members is limited to the amount unpaid on the shares owned by them. इट मीन्स जो शेयर होल्डर ने अपना पैसा इन्वेस्ट किया है इन द शेयर कैपिटल, सो उनकी लायबिलिटी उसी अमाउंट तक लिमिटेड रहेगी या नहीं. ऑल शेयर होल्डर्स हैव लिमिटेड लायबिलिटी. ओके, it will be also clearly mentioned in the memorandum of association. Fifth clause is capital clause. In the capital clause, it has been decided the authorized share capital at par value of each share. So here you will write contains information about the authorized share capital, SHARE, okay, share capital and the par value of each share. Students, I also described about the types of the capital in the company, in the joint stock company. I have told to you there are 6 types of the capital, but basically there are the 5 here mentioned: authorized, issued, subscribed, called up and paid up. And 6th part of the capital is reserve capital. So I have told to you about the authorized capital. At the time of the registration of the company, which type of the capital has been mentioned in the documents of the company, that is called authorized capital. It has been also described to you. हमने आपको definition पहले बताई थी, ठीक है. सो हियर वो डॉक्यूमेंट कौन सा होता है जिसमें हमारी ऑथराइज्ड कैपिटल मेंशन होती है? दैट इज रिलेटेड फ्रॉम द मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन. ओके, सो ऑथराइज्ड कैपिटल कितनी होगी? इट विल बी आल्सो मेंशन एंड द पार वैल्यू ऑफ ईच शेयर. कंपनी कैन इशू द शेयर्स एज पर द कंपनीज एक्ट 1956 with 3 types. First is at par, second is at premium, and third is at a discount. But now there is some amendment. There has been some amendment has done as per the Companies Act 2013. पहले कंपनीज एक्ट 1956 के अकॉर्डिंग कंपनी क्या कर सकती थी? शेयर्स को 3 तरीके से इशू कर सकती थी: एट पार पर, एट प्रीमियम पर, एट डिस्काउंट पर. बट कुछ अमेंडमेंट किए गए हैं कंपनीज एक्ट में जिसके अकॉर्डिंग शेयर्स क्या तीन जगह की जगह 2 तरीके से इशू किए जा सकते हैं: एट पार एंड प्रीमियम. कंपनीज एक्ट 2013 के अकॉर्डिंग कंपनी सिर्फ 2 तरीके से शेयर्स को इशू कर सकती है. एट पार पर मतलब इक्वल टू द फेस वैल्यू के इक्वल या फिर फेस वैल्यू से ज्यादा. जब इक्वल होती है फेस वैल्यू के वैल्यू शेयर की तो उसको हम एट पार कहते हैं. जब फेस वैल्यू से ज्यादा होती है शेयर्स की वैल्यू, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड at premium. So it will be also clearly mentioned in the memorandum of association in capital clause. Okay, and now 6th and last clause is association clause. it will be also mentioned in this clause, signatories will be mentioned. So here you will write states the intention of the signatories to be associated with the company and their consent to purchase qualification shares. It means in association clause it will be mentioned who will be the signatories in the documents of the company. As you know, students, their company is an artificial person. So in that sense, there is the requirement of the signatories, because you know about that company can take any type of the decision, company can work as like a living persons. It means company कोई भी एग्रीमेंट कर सकती है, कोई भी एसेट्स परचेज कर सकती है, कोई भी एसेट्स होल्ड कर सकती है, एक लिविंग पर्सन्स के कंपैरिजन में लिविंग पर्सन की तरह. सो एट दैट टाइम हु विल साइन आउट द डॉक्यूमेंट्स, कौन उस डॉक्यूमेंट्स पर साइन करेगा? सो इट विल बी मेंशन इन द एसोसिएशन क्लॉज. ठीक है, यानी कौन मेंबर या कौन सा पर्सन हमारा होगा जो हमारा डॉक्यूमेंट्स पर सिग्नेचर करेगा. सो दैट टाइप ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशन हैज बीन मेंशन इन द मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन इन एसोसिएशन क्लॉज. ओके, क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट देन यू कैन आस्क द क्वेरी. ओके, रिमेंबर स्टूडेंट्स, मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है ये. अगर आपको कहीं इसमें कोई डाउट होता है तो आप इसे पूछ सकते हैं. डोंट हेजिटेट. ओके, बिकॉज मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन एंड देन आफ्टर दैट आई विल स्टार्ट आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन. बोथ पार्ट इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट इन योर 11th स्टैंडर्ड और इन द अदर क्लासेस ऑल्सो. अगर आप आगे कॉमर्स की फील्ड में रहेंगे तो ये हमेशा आपका ये टॉपिक जो है बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट देन यू कैन फ्रीली आस्क द क्वेरी. Okay, I will reply in WhatsApp group. Don't hesitate. Okay, students.